What's good? What's good? This is live, Brian. This is live, Tim. What's going on? What's going on? Oh, Gabriel learned his lesson with Greek Freak. Um, I'm happy you learned not to pick him. Definitely ready for the comeback night. Shout out to Ali Bean. Um, Josh Richardson is starting. Where did you see that? What's good, Aaron? Hey, Gabe. Gabe says sometimes you have to learn the hard way to become better. I agree. Um, I agree. You just don't want to pay 10K for players that's gonna get you in the 40s consistently. I didn't see that, but let's see. Let's check out some injury news, guys. Fallow is out. McLemore is out. Tyreek Evans is out. So the Heat will start Dragic, Richardson, McGruder, Babbitt, and Whiteside. That's interesting. So let's take a look at my updated lineup so everybody got it. It's Ricky Rubio, DeMar DeRozan, Brandon Ingram, Noah Vonleh, Valanciunas, Goran Dragic, Hassan Whiteside. Richardson is starting. Let's give Richardson. So Richardson is 4,600. I'm not excited about Richardson starting. I'm not gonna put him back. I'm not changing my lineup on this live show. I like the lineup that I came up with. The only changes that I might make is and I'm not even it's not a change, but instead of Jang, I was looking at Ibaka, and that will leave us with no money left. But I really like Jang tonight. Something really tells me Jang gets into the 30s. So I'm gonna stick with Jang, but I like him equally as Ibaka, and the salary allowed me to make that switch. All right. The Cleveland LA game might be a blowout, but Ingram minutes are gonna stay constant regardless, and that's why I was okay playing them. Um, so they lost by 39 against Houston, and Ingram played 39 minutes. In Denver, they lost by 28. Ingram played 27 minutes. So I think Ingram gets the minutes regardless. I'm okay with Ingram. I think um, Ingram is in a safe spot, and with the rest of the money that I have, I don't see anyone that I would replace him with now. I like Ingram tonight. I think Ingram is okay. Spurs, I'm staying away from. I do like David Lee because for some reason I think Aldridge would be limited. And they only played David Lee about 10 minutes last night. So um, I think David Lee is in a good place. Um, I just won't make any changes unless the news come out that that's gonna happen. So Tony Parker will be on a minutes limit. So Parker's playing. And I guess some San Antonio news is just starting to come out. So if they do sit any of those guys, it's gonna come out shortly. I'm not excited about San Antonio on a back to back. I feel like it's gonna be a lot of unpredictability, and I'm very afraid to roster anybody from San Antonio without some definite news. What? How long has this show been on? Dog, I thought you were gonna be a no show. Never a no show. Never a no show. We had a rough day yesterday, but I just used that as a way to get better in the future. Quick question: why did you start videos so late in the season? Um, to be honest, I don't know. Good question. I didn't really even want to do videos. I just saw other people doing it, to be honest, and I got sick of rotor grinders lying to people, or not even just lying, but giving advice that didn't have good rationales, didn't have any kind of explanation. And I started being so successful consistently. I said, hey, I can help people out. Not only help them and give away a lineup, but tell them how and why I came up with the lineup, and see if I can just help people be better at this thing. And um, also, I was working. I had a full-time job up until late December, and just being home now and not working, I guess it just gives me something else to do. So that's the reason. Go down from Jang to Richardson and see if you can upgrade Noah. Let me see what he's talking about. Jang to Richardson. Richardson is not really so in 32 minutes, he can play 32 minutes and give us 20 fantasy points. I'm not really excited about Richardson started, to be honest. In Indiana, I guess that's a similar kind of matchup. Almost 40 minutes, we only got 26 points from him. So with him starting and getting the minutes, he's just not someone that really excites me. For some reason, Jang excites me today, and I'm gonna stick with that feeling. All right. Would you sub Nance Jr. for Vonleh? Yes, I would do that. Um, Only because Vonleh would get me. I would say, let's look at Vonleh. So his peak is 24. The reason I like Vonleh so much, to be honest, is because of the consistency of getting at least 5 times value, right? We've seen 22, 24, 15, 19, 15, 19. So we know that we're not going to lose our money. And for 3K, if we could just fill someone to carry our team, why not? But that is a good question. If Nance is the same price, we know that Nance can do the same thing. But Nance have a little more upside, right? So Nance will get us 28, 20, 25, 27. And to handcuff Nance and Ingram, it's not a bad idea, because we know that one of them will always be on the court at the same time. So I like that. I like the Ingram for Vonleh. Vonleh really a tough interior defense. That's not a bad call. I could deal with it. Kevin was wondering the same thing. This is back to back and Pop sat. Yeah, I'm not messing around with the Spurs. With no definite news, I'm not messing around with the Spurs. Something will have to come out within the next 10 minutes for me to pick a Spurs player. And the only news that I'm waiting for is them saying that Aldridge is not playing, and I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing everything else that was obvious. So um Spurs have some good options. I think Aldridge is cheap for his price on the back to back. Learning from my mistake on yesterday. Frazier. I was looking at Frazier, the backup on not New Orleans. New Orleans, yeah. The thing is, he's a point guard, and I already got solid picks with my guy. I love Rubio, love Dragic, and I'm not taking out Whiteside or Valanciunas. I love those as well. So there's no, but for his price, he's a good pick, man. If you're willing to take out Valanciunas and go Frazier, a backup. I like to stick with the starters, and he's a backup. He doesn't start. So James Johnson, I do like, but he's off the bench, and I'm done relying on a bench player to come in and have a good game. James Johnson, I think with Dion Wade is out, James Johnson on the second unit is going to do a lot of ball handling, and I think he has a good shot of hitting value for his price. It's just that I'm not paying almost 6K for a bench player. I made that clear. All right, Roto giving out shit info. Exactly. Sharks. Exactly. Yeah, I think Leonard and Aldridge are going to play. It's just that on a back-to-back, Popovich is going to screw around with their minutes, or I just don't know. I don't know how to call it. I tried a FanDuel lineup just to mess around. I had like $2 in the account. I didn't even realize that I logged in. I had $2, and I had I actually have David Lee in that lineup. I played for $1, but that was just to mess around. I don't take that serious at all. If anyone needs help, just let me know. I've been making income from baseball for the past 3 years. I will help. I need help, Brian. I need help with baseball, man. I don't really. Jeng to Surge. That's not a bad idea, George. I thought about it, but I like Jeng tonight. Something tell me Jeng's gonna have a good night, so I'm not gonna move from Jeng. But what I did do is go up from Von Lay to Nance Jr. I don't see Von Lay outscoring Nance Jr. Nance Jr. has a higher upside, and I think they give you similar numbers. So I don't think you'll get 6 times upside from Nance, but you can. But 3 times upside from Van Lay is about just 20, and that's 4 times when you put Nance Jr. in. Plus, you have an opportunity to score more. So, plus it's a handcuff to Ingram and which I also have. So I don't mind that at all. Just came in to see if anyone got any updates on the Spurs. No updates on the Spurs other than that DeJounte Murray will be out 2 to 3 weeks. So I'm staying away from Spurs players. Frazier is starting today. Already confirmed. What? Where did you see that? Who? Oh, that's interesting. If that's oh man, that's I'm not gonna chase that. I'm not really gonna chase it. Minnesota's been playing good D. Is Drew Holiday ruled out? How did Frazier is he starting at 2 guard? I'm not gonna cause that to make me and my guard situation is already so solid that there's no way I could chase it anyway. And for me to shuffle up an entire lineup based on that one news, Frazier is not an all-star. So um it's just some distracting information. But yeah, if you have a guard spot, man, and Frazier is starting, why not? Minnesota's been playing good D, and I don't have anywhere to put him in anyway. So if he was shooting guard eligible, which I think he is on what's that site called? FanDuel. I think he is on FanDuel when I was doing a lineup, but it's hard for me to get Frazier in DraftKings as only point guard eligible, and I'm not shifting too much along just to get Frazier. Frazier, I mean, I'm happy he's starting, and I think that's going to chalk him up and get a lot of people to throw him in last minute. I just don't have the space for him. All right, who's DDR over Paul George? I get George's big time chalk. Last 10 of DDR scares me. Team focusing on him only. What's DDR? I'm kind of confused, Tim. What are you referring to? Favorite plays on Sacramento? Why is Sacramento? Oh, all right. So there's news on Sacramento, right? So Aflalo, Ben McLemore, and Tyreek Evans are out. So I could look at Sacramento. I'm not messing around with it because they're not really playing for anything. But with all those guys out, Galloway for the minimum becomes interesting. I mean, he's playing 26 minutes against Phoenix and giving you 15 points. So that's kind of scary. Buddy Hield, same thing. He's playing 30 minutes and giving you 14 points. But I would say Buddy Hield, all those guys out. I don't know who's starting. Collison might have a little bit more of a responsibility. I don't like Collison. I would never pick him. So you want to flip coins? I would say Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield is my favorite Sacramento pick, and I don't even like him. So take that with a grain of salt. Only news I've seen thus far on Spurs is Parker will be limited. Exactly. Don't chase. Don't change lineup. Yeah, I'm not changing for Frazier. There's nothing I could do to get Frazier in my lineup. I think if I knew that he was starting yesterday, I still wouldn't be able to get him into my lineup. I already have 2 point guards in which I love. And for my utility spot to put Frazier in when I can get two centers, it's just not how I structure my lineup. So on FanDuel, though, it's not a bad idea to get Frazier in. So you have Nance instead of Vonleh tonight? Yes, I'm going to end up going Lance instead of Vonleh. I'm going to make that change for sure. DDR. All right, let me see what you said about DDR. You said that he scares you. In good matchups, DeRozan does well. I can't find your comment before, but someone says that PG-13 is going to be on DeRozan, but in good matchup, DeRozan do well. And at home against Indiana, I consider it a good matchup. I don't pick on DeRozan. If you know my videos from day one, you know that he cost me, but I'm pretty good. I feel good about DeRozan today. I did some looking at some numbers, and I kind of because even if Paul George switches on DeRozan, which is likely, I still like DeRozan tonight. That's just gonna open up. It wouldn't last too long. It wouldn't last too long. At that point, people like what's his name, Ibaka becomes interesting, and Paul George. I don't know. I just like DeRozan. To be honest, I like DeRozan tonight, so I'm gonna stick to what I feel. Do you like Stein? I never like playing Carly Stein. I think he's hit or miss. It's like rolling. So you for 6K, you need around 36. And if you look, he'll get you 13 or he'll get you 51. All right. In 3 games, playing 16 minutes against San Antonio, he only gets you 11. So I guess if you double that, what's that? About 24, mid-20s. But he's so explosive that he can go off and get you 43 points. So it's a gamble. He just doesn't do it consistent enough for me. So my thoughts on him is not to play him. If he does go off tonight, that's good for him, but he just doesn't fit the type of player that I would like. And who's Bugs Bunny? Is that somebody's nickname that because you know a lot of these people I don't know their nicknames. So who's Bugs Bunny? Let me go ahead and fix my let me get Vonleh out. I know Vonleh, I like him for the minimal price, but if I can update from him to Nance Jr., that's really a smart decision. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm playing 11 matchups tonight. So it's Rubio, DeRozan, Ingram, Nance Jr., Valanciunas, Dragic, Gorgie Jang, Hassan Whiteside. If that don't get us in the green, then I don't know, man. That looks very green to me tonight. It's not going to take down #1 seed on the tournament, but I see green in that. The 50-50s, that's a green lineup, all right? Vonleh is starting. Yeah, I know that Vonleh is starting, but his ceiling seems to be just about 6 times value for him. And his ceiling could be the floor for Larry Nance Jr. And Nance Jr. has some more upside. Nance Jr. does not start, but I think he might. I think Nance Jr. does start, if I'm not mistaken. So let's check it out. Nance Jr. on the Lakers, does he start? I don't know. I don't ever pay attention to the Lakers. So it's I know it's gonna be Clarkson, Ingram. And who starts at the 2? So maybe Nick Young. Oh, they go between Nick Young and Russell. That's what they've been doing. So Nance Jr. does not start, but he's been getting minutes, man. He's been getting good minutes. He's another good constant. 28 no minutes, right? 28, 23, 22, 27. So Nance Jr. In 27 minutes against this team only gave us 14. Hmm. Um, I'm gonna leave him as a handcuff to Ingram. I think if Ingram doesn't do well, it makes Nance Jr. They both gonna get you similar numbers, him and Vonleh. Trust me. Vonleh doesn't have a ceiling like that. He's just has a nice floor for his price. His ceiling is really like 20s, right? He also can come on and give you 11, 7, 11. So to go from him to Nance Jr. is not like a big change in the lineup where I'm very worried. He's just someone to fill my lineup in for the night. So either one is fine. If you're comfortable with Vonleh, I think you're gonna get similar numbers from the two. All right. You have 700 left over. I was gonna leave 700, Kevin, and I was gonna do it with no worries, but I guess someone pointed out that I could get Nance, and I said, why not? Just to increase my ceiling a little bit, but I think the floor remains the same, so it's not really a big deal. I'm going with Dragic, DeRozan, Hill. All right, it's not bad to keep going with the Hill story. Hill just put up 50 points. Johnson is risky. Nurkic is pretty steady. He'll get you 30s. Clarkson, Aldridge, Ibaka. It's okay. It's okay. I don't say I hate it. It's just a lot of inconsistencies that can hurt me. So I wouldn't go with a lineup like that. But I like the fact that you're not going with mine. So if we're in the same contest, you won't hurt me. Nance does not start. Yeah, I know. The Heat are good at defending the four. Um, so who's that you're worried about? I don't have a four against the Heat. Who are you referring to as far as the four? Portland? So Vonleh. Oh, for the minimum, Vonleh. I think Vonleh is still okay, but um, that's another reason why you could say Nance is a better pick, I guess. So Dragic, DeRozan, Ingram, James, Johnson, Whiteside, Rubio, Moore, Frazier. That's not bad, especially with Frazier starting. So you're going from Valanciunas to Frazier. If you're comfortable with that, not bad. We know Frazier is good. When he gets to start, he does okay. So Kevin, the final lineup is Ricky Rubio, DeMar DeRozan, Brandon Ingram, Larry Nance Jr., Valanciunas, Goran Dragic, Gorgie Jeng, Hassan Whiteside. I hope you get it before lock. That's my final lineup. That's it right there, guys. Ricky Rubio, DeMar DeRozan, Brandon Ingram, Larry Nance Jr., Valanciunas, Dragic, Jeng, and Whiteside. And then I'm treating Ingram and Nance Jr. as one player that I'm paying 8,900 for. I'm hoping I can just get 50 in return. If one have 30 and one have 20, or one have upper 20s and the other have lower 20s, any combination of 50 between these two, that'll make me satisfied. And I think we're in the green with this lineup, guys. I don't see why not. So that's my final lineup, okay? That's what I'm going with tonight. Good luck tonight. If you're in here, you like what I'm saying. If I've been doing good by you, let me get some feedback. It could be thumbs up or thumbs down, but just don't leave without hitting like or dislike. Um, it just helps me knowing that people appreciate what I'm doing. Because if more people hate than like, then I'll stop. I won't waste my time. So I do this to try to help people that's not too DFS NBA savvy. But if it comes to the point where what I'm doing is not good and I'm getting a lot of thumbs down, then I'll stop. So let me get some feedback. Let me know if you like or do not like what I'm doing, guys. Thumbs up or thumbs down. Good luck, everybody. Lock has passed. I'm gonna exit the room, and I'll be back around midnight breaking down tomorrow's slate. Preliminary, Millsap and who did they say? I saw some Atlanta news that I liked earlier. Millsap and Bazemore. So Hardaway Jr. maybe depending on his price, but I really like Ilyasova moving forward. I think Ilyasova is going to get a lot of minutes, and I like Ilyasova. So I don't know if the salaries are out for tomorrow. I'm going to take a quick look at it, but definitely coming back with some more videos, guys. I'm not down because of yesterday, man. I'm actually encouraged by it. I learned from it. So Vucevic probably out. I don't. It depends on the matchup. I won't say I love that backup guy, but let's see. I'm gonna take a look at it around one. If you're on Twitter, the lineup should post around midnight ish. It takes a couple hours to upload onto YouTube, so around 2 o'clock, 2 a.m. That lineup should be on YouTube. And just good luck, guys. I'm getting out of here, man. I'll see you guys later.